The sun had set on the last native pharaoh, Nectanebo II, a poignant end to millennia of Egyptian rule. Yet, from that seeming demise, a new chapter was about to unfold, one intertwined with the ambitions of a young Macedonian king. Legend whispered a fanciful tale that Nectanebo, disguised as a sorcerer, had seduced Queen Olympias, birthing Alexander. A romantic notion, perhaps, to reconcile the end of one era with the arrival of another. But the truth remained. Alexander was Macedonian, undeniably Greek. His story, however, would be indelibly marked by the sands of Egypt. The year was 332 BC. Egypt, a land steeped in millennia of pharaonic glory, had fallen under the dominion of the Persian Empire. The last native ruler, Nectanebo II, had fled, seemingly marking the end of an era. Yet on the horizon, a new figure emerged, a young Macedonian king whose brief sojourn on the Nile would forever alter the course of Egyptian history and shape his own legendary status. Alexander, barely 20 years old, had inherited his father, Philip II's ambition and a formidable, battle-hardened army. Following a decisive victory against the Persians at the Battle of Issus, the path to Egypt lay open. Unlike the conquering Persians before him, Alexander's arrival was perceived by many Egyptians as liberation. Decades of Persian rule, marked by heavy taxation and cultural disrespect, had left the populace yearning for respite. The Greeks, Alexander's own people, held a unique fascination for Egypt. They saw it as the wellspring of ancient wisdom and the foundation of their own cultural heritage. This reverence was ingrained in Alexander himself. His ambition in Egypt transcended mere conquest. He sought legitimacy, a connection to its ancient power. He aspired to become a pharaoh, the divine ruler of this venerable land. To realize this ambition, Alexander embarked on a series of significant actions within Egypt. First, his journey to the remote Siwa Oasis in the Libyan desert. This arduous trek led him to the famed oracle of Amun, a spiritual center believed to hold the power of prophecy. In a time when oracles held immense influence, Alexander sought divine affirmation of his rule. His question was carefully chosen. Who is my father? The oracle's pronouncement, delivered by its priests, resonated with Egyptian tradition. He was the son of Amun-Re, the king of the gods. This declaration was a pivotal moment, legitimizing Alexander's claim to the pharaonic throne in the eyes of the Egyptian populace and solidifying his own belief in his divine destiny. Following his divine recognition at Siwa, Alexander journeyed to Memphis, the ancient capital of Egypt. Here, in a formal ceremony steeped in Egyptian tradition, he was crowned pharaoh, donning the iconic double crown that symbolized the unification of Upper and Lower Egypt. This act was not merely symbolic. It was a strategic move to integrate himself into the existing power structure and gain the acceptance of the Egyptian elite. Evidence of his respect for Egyptian religious traditions can even be found in Luxor, the ancient Thebes, where a temple dedicated to Amun bears his name inscribed in hieroglyphs. But Alexander's vision extended beyond simply adopting existing structures. He recognized the strategic importance of Egypt's geographical location and the potential for trade and cultural exchange. And so, he conceived and personally oversaw the founding of a new city on the Mediterranean coast, Alexandria. Working alongside the architect Dinocrates, he laid out the city's grid-like plan, a departure from traditional Egyptian urban design. Legend has it, they even used barley grains to mark the city's boundaries. Alexandria was envisioned as a cosmopolitan hub, a gateway between the Mediterranean world and the riches of Egypt and beyond. Its port would facilitate trade, and its planned layout would encourage growth and prosperity. With his pharaonic authority established and the foundations of Alexandria laid, Alexander's gaze turned eastward once more. He departed Egypt with his vast army, leaving behind a land he had, in a brief period, both liberated and embraced. His time on the Nile had been transformative, shaping his understanding of power and the importance of cultural integration. He carried with him not just the title of Pharaoh, but a deeper appreciation for the ancient civilization he had now become a part of. His ambitions stretched further towards the heart of the Persian Empire and the lands beyond. Egypt had been a crucial stepping stone, a place where a Macedonian king began to see himself and be seen as something more, a divinely ordained ruler with a destiny to shape the world.
Join us next time as we delve deeper into the secrets unlocked.